Have you ever caught yourself saying, one day when it finally happens, maybe it's the dream job, the perfect relationship, the financial breakthrough? You picture it, hope for it, wait for it, but deep down it still feels just out of reach, like something that lives in the someday section of your life. But here's the truth most people miss. Your reality doesn't change when your desire arrives. It changes when you start assuming it already has. Living in the assumption of your fulfilled desire means dropping the waiting game. It's no longer, I'll believe it when I see it. It's, I'll see it because I already believe it's mine. This shift isn't about pretending. It's not about faking confidence or ignoring your current situation. It's about stepping into the emotional and mental state of the version of you who already has what they want. Because when your inner world says it's done, your outer world listens. So if you're tired of chasing and ready to attract, stop hoping and start assuming. Your dream isn't on hold. It's already here. And the faster you live from that truth, the faster your world will align with it. The future you're chasing? It doesn't live in tomorrow. It lives in now, in the space between this breath and the next. Manifestation isn't about waiting. It's about aligning. And the only place alignment can happen is in the present moment. When you stop treating your dream like a distant destination and start living as though it's already arrived, something extraordinary happens. Time collapses. You step into a version of yourself that no longer hopes for change, but embodies it. And the universe responds not to your words, but to your energetic signature, to who you're being now. Your power isn't hidden in effort or time. It's in your awareness. It's in the decision to feel fulfilled now, before anything outside of you changes. That's the paradox. Nothing shifts until you do. But once you shift, everything moves. So ask yourself, in this moment, can you breathe like the person who's already arrived? Can you choose thoughts that belong to your future self? Can you act not to get, but because you already are? The present isn't a waiting room. It's the portal to the life you desire. And the key isn't more effort. It's more presence, more embodiment, more trust. When you live like it's already done, life bends to that conviction, not because you forced it, but because you became it. Your future is not waiting. It's calling you into now. Will you answer? Manifestation isn't about chasing desires. It's about becoming the version of you who already has them. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. Your life is not shaped by wishes. It's shaped by your identity. And identity is the root of all reality. The question isn't, how do I get what I want? The real question is, who am I being? Because your outer world is a mirror. It reflects back the self-image you're most loyal to, even when that image is outdated, limited, or rooted in past pain. You can visualize, affirm, and hustle all day. But if deep down you still see yourself as someone who lacks, who isn't worthy, or who's always just short of the finish line, your reality will reflect that script every time. So stop trying to shift your circumstances and start upgrading your self-concept. See yourself as someone who is already loved, already wealthy, already chosen, already successful. When that becomes your default identity, not just a temporary affirmation, but a lived truth, your reality has to catch up. This isn't about pretending, it's about remembering. You were never broken. You were simply conditioned to believe in a smaller version of yourself, but that version doesn't serve your future. Your identity is your most powerful signal to the universe. Change who you believe you are, and your entire life will recalibrate around that truth. Want a new reality? Become the version of you who already lives it. Your inner voice isn't just commentary, it's creation. Every word you say to yourself is a seed, and your subconscious mind is the soil. What you water with repetition, belief, and emotion will grow, whether it's fear or faith, doubt or destiny. Inner speech is not background noise. It's the script your life performs. When you whisper to yourself, "It's not working," the world listens. When you declare, "It's done," the world shifts. Your self-talk is your most potent creative spell, and you cast it every single day. You cannot speak lack and expect abundance. You cannot call yourself unworthy and expect to be chosen. Reality responds to the identity you affirm through your inner dialogue. If you want to transform your life, you must first transform your tone. Speak to yourself like the outcome is already yours, because it is. The delay you perceive is just reality catching up to the new script you're writing. So edit ruthlessly. Replace "I can't" with "I am." Replace "someday" with "now." Speak like someone who knows they're powerful, because you are. Your inner speech must match the vision you hold. If you wouldn't say it to your future self, the one who already has it all, don't say it to yourself now. Your voice is not powerless. It's the paintbrush of your reality. Use it wisely. Speak beauty. Speak truth. Speak fulfillment. Speak as the version of you who has already arrived, and watch your life follow that frequency. If thought is the spark, feeling is the fire. Manifestation doesn't respond to logic, it responds to frequency. And the fastest way to raise yours? Emotion. What you feel is more powerful than what you think, because it's the energy you emit. The universe doesn't read your intentions, it reads your vibration. Emotions are your GPS. When you feel aligned, empowered, joyful, or grateful, you are on the path. You are saying to life, "This is my frequency, match it," and life always does. Not because you begged for it, but because you became it. That's why feeling abundant isn't some nice idea. It's the engine, it creates abundance. When you feel rich before the money arrives, loved before the relationship shows up, successful before the world claps, you collapse time. You bridge the gap between what's imagined and what's real. You can repeat affirmations all day, but if underneath them lies fear or doubt, you're not shifting reality. You're reinforcing resistance. The secret is not in the words, it's in the feeling behind them. So start there. Close your eyes and feel it real, not as a future hope, but as a present truth. Breathe like the version of you who has it all. Let joy rise. Let gratitude flood you. These emotions are not reactions, they are activators. Feel first, reality follows. Because in the language of the universe, emotion is the command, and feeling is the frequency that delivers your future now. Desire is not weakness, it's not desperation, and it's certainly not lack. Desire is direction. It's your soul's way of pointing toward a future that's already written, already alive in some unseen corner of your reality. The fact that you want something is not evidence that you're missing it. It's proof that it already exists for you. You wouldn't crave expansion if it weren't encoded in your path. You wouldn't long for love, abundance, impact, or peace unless those states were already yours in the field of possibility. Desire is not a gap, it's a bridge, a sacred whisper from your higher self saying, "This is who you truly are. Come meet me here." We've been taught to feel guilty for wanting more, to suppress our longing, to call it selfish, unrealistic, or childish. But the truth is, desire is divine intelligence. It's not something you need to apologize for. It's something you need to listen to. Desire is your intuition in action. It doesn't speak in logic. It speaks in pull. The stronger the desire, the closer the alignment. Your job is not to dismiss it, but to trust it, to feel it, to follow it, not in desperation, but in faith. When you stop labeling desire as lack and start honoring it as guidance, you unlock your power. Because desire doesn't lead you into emptiness. It leads you home to who you were always meant to be. Your desire is not a flaw. It's your future self calling you forward. The physical world you see around you, It's not the leading edge of reality. It's the lagging indicator, a reflection, a mirror of thoughts, feelings, and beliefs you've held in the past. Manifestation begins invisibly in imagination, emotion, and energy, and only later shows up as physical form. The 3D world is slow. It's the last part of reality to catch up. So when you judge your progress by what you can currently see, you're reading yesterday's news. It's like checking last year's weather forecast and wondering why it doesn't match the sky today. What's coming is not visible yet. This is why trust is everything. If you plant a seed and dig it up every day to check if it's growing, you kill the very process meant to deliver your harvest. Creation doesn't respond to impatience. It responds to certainty, to holding your inner state with such conviction that outer reality has no choice but to bend. Don't let appearances fool you. The absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Your inner work is real, your shifts are real, and your reality is reconfiguring in ways you can't see yet. Keep assuming, keep feeling, keep knowing the mirror will catch up. Just remember, you live from the unseen, not for the seen. The 3D world will follow your internal blueprint, not the other way around. So stop watching the mirror. Start becoming the reflection you want to see. One of the most powerful tools for manifestation isn't visualization, it's emotional memory. You've already felt joy. You've already experienced confidence, power, love, abundance, even if just for a moment. And those moments aren't gone. They're archived in your nervous system, waiting to be reawakened. Manifestation doesn't require you to invent something new. It simply asks you to remember, because when you recall a time you felt unstoppable, deeply loved, or fully alive, you reconnect with the emotional frequency of your higher self, the version of you who already has everything you desire. Close your eyes, go back to a memory where you felt proud, seen, or limitless. Feel it, not as nostalgia, but as activation. Let your body soak in the emotion. That feeling isn't fantasy, it's truth. It's evidence that those emotional states are available to you now. This is emotional anchoring. And it's not just healing, it's creative. When you embody the emotions of your fulfilled self, you send out a magnetic signal to the universe. You become a match for the life that emotion belongs to. So stop saying, I've never had what I want. You have, even if briefly. Your job is to expand that flicker into a flame, to make that state your new normal. Because the more you practice feeling the memory, the faster your reality will mirror it. You're not imagining who you could be. You're remembering who you already are. Detachment is not apathy. It's not giving up. And it's definitely not saying you no longer care. True detachment is trust in motion. It's the quiet confidence that what you desire is already making its way to you without needing to obsess over how or when. The truth is, the more tightly you grip an outcome, the more you signal to the universe that you don't believe it's coming. Desperation blocks flow. Obsession clogs the channel. Why? Because clinging carries the energy of lack. When you detach, you're not walking away from your vision. You're stepping fully into your power. You're saying, I've placed my order with the universe and I trust the delivery is inevitable. Detachment is not letting go of the desire. It's letting go of the doubt. Think about it. When you know something is yours, you don't chase it. You don't stalk the outcome. You align with it and then you live. You take inspired action without fear and you rest without second guessing. Detachment allows your manifestation to arrive naturally, in the most elegant and unexpected ways. It removes resistance and makes space for miracles. So breathe. Loosen your grip. You don't have to control the route. You just have to embody the destination. Let go, not out of surrender to defeat, but out of faith in certainty. That's not indifference. That's divine alignment. And in that relaxed, confident space, everything begins to move. There's a world of difference between acting as if and acting to get. At first glance, they may look the same, but underneath, they vibrate on completely different frequencies. And the universe always responds to the energy, not just the action. When you act as if you're embodying the version of you who already has the desire fulfilled, you're not performing, you're becoming. You move with calm confidence, make choices from alignment, and speak with the authority of someone who knows it's already done. But when you act to get, your actions are driven by fear and lack. You're trying to prove, earn, or force something into existence. Every step you take is rooted in the belief that you don't have it yet. And that energy is what gets mirrored back to you. It's like trying to impress a mirror into changing your reflection instead of changing the person in front of it. Acting as if isn't manipulation, it's manifestation through identity. You're not pretending, you're claiming, you're saying, "This is who I am now," and letting the world catch up. So before every action, pause and ask yourself, am I doing this because I believe it's mine or because I hope it will become mine? Move from ownership, not desperation. Because when your actions radiate certainty, the universe doesn't hesitate, it delivers. And when you embody your outcome fully, you no longer chase it. You attract it. Sometimes the harder you try, the further it feels. That's not failure. It's the law of reverse effort at work. In manifestation, pushing doesn't pull things closer. It often pushes them away. Why? Because tense striving is built on one core belief: I don't have it yet. When you try to force your desire into existence, you're swimming upstream. You might be doing all the right things, visualizing, scripting, affirming, but if your energy is frantic, desperate, or fixated, it sends the message that the outcome is missing. And what you affirm emotionally, you perpetuate. Creation doesn't respond to struggle. It responds to relaxed conviction, the quiet knowing that it's already yours, even if it hasn't arrived yet. Think of the things in your life that came easily. Chances are you weren't obsessing over them. You were open, detached, aligned. That's the key. Trust allows, force delays. Let go of the pressure. Let go of the calendar. Let go of the belief that effort equals worth. You are not here to prove you're worthy of your desires. You're here to align with them. Ease is not laziness. It's spiritual efficiency. When you relax into the certainty of your outcome, things flow. Clarity comes, doors open, the right people and circumstances appear, not because you pushed, but because you allowed. So breathe, trust, loosen your grip. What you're chasing is not running from you. It's simply waiting for you to stop forcing and start receiving. Manifestation isn't just about shifting your inner world. It's about rescripting your outer one to reflect who you're becoming. If your environment constantly reminds you of who you were, it becomes harder to step into who you're meant to be. Your external world must match your internal vision. It's not about faking it. It's about creating alignment. The more your space, habits, and influences reflect the identity of your future self, the more naturally you become that version of you. Yes, vision boards are powerful, but don't stop there. What's your phone wallpaper? Does it remind you of your goal or your fear? What about your daily habits? Are they echoes of your old limitations or evidence of your new standard? Even your language matters. Do your words reflect confidence and certainty, or do they subtly reinforce lack? And then there's your circle. Who do you spend time with? Who do you follow? Who do you let speak into your life? If your environment is filled with people who doubt your dream or validate your limitations, it's time to lovingly edit your cast. This isn't about perfection, it's about intentionality. Your surroundings are part of the script your subconscious reads daily. So redesign them to whisper, "This is who I am now." When your environment matches your evolution, your growth accelerates. The world stops arguing with your identity because you've already convinced yourself through everything around you. Resistance isn't a problem, it's a portal. When doubts, fears, or triggers show up, It doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're standing at the edge of transformation. These feelings aren't trying to stop you. They're trying to show you where you're still loyal to an outdated version of yourself. Every time resistance surfaces, it points to a belief that's ready to be rewritten. Maybe it's the voice that says you're not good enough, or that money is hard, or that love never lasts. These aren't facts, they're scripts you've been running, often unconsciously. And resistance is your signal that it's time to update the code. So don't fight it, don't shame it, don't push it away. Instead, meet resistance with compassion. Get curious. Ask, what part of me still believes this old story? What new truth am I ready to embody? Because once you see resistance for what it really is, a flashlight, not a fence, you take your power back. You stop avoiding discomfort and start using it as a map that leads directly to your next breakthrough. Healing doesn't come from ignoring the trigger, it comes from reclaiming the narrative, from choosing a new belief and repeating it until it becomes your new normal. So the next time resistance arises, smile. Something's being stirred because something's ready to change. Your evolution is not being blocked, it's being invited. Gratitude isn't a nicety, it's a signal, a declaration, a frequency that says, I already have what I once asked for. When you feel true gratitude, not as a ritual, but as a resonance, it means you're no longer in waiting, you're in receiving. You can't be genuinely grateful for something you don't believe you have. That's why gratitude is the ultimate proof of belief. It's the emotional signature of arrival. And in the quantum field of manifestation, that signal is magnetic. It doesn't just reflect alignment, it creates it. Want to collapse the distance between you and your desires? Start giving thanks now, not for what's missing, but for what's already yours in the unseen. Gratitude doesn't require the physical evidence. It creates the conditions for it to appear. Say thank you for the abundance before the money shows up. Say thank you for the love before the relationship arrives. Say thank you for the opportunity before the door opens. When your energy says, I already have it, the universe responds in kind. Gratitude turns desire into destiny because it transforms the vibration of longing into the vibration of having. So make gratitude your home frequency, not just in the moments when life gives you what you want, but in the in-between, in the becoming. Because when you're truly grateful, it means you've stopped hoping and started knowing. And that shift changes everything, and that's the truth most people never hear. You don't manifest by waiting, you manifest by being. Living in the assumption of your fulfilled desire isn't just a mindset, it's a lifestyle. The sooner you embody the version of you who already has it, the faster your reality catches up. Because the universe doesn't respond to your wishes, it responds to your identity. If this message resonated with you, I want you to do something powerful right now. Drop a comment below saying, I am already living it. That's your declaration. That's your shift. Claim it publicly and let that be the moment everything changes. And if you got value from this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because we're just getting started. Every week, I'm giving you the tools to rewire your mind, shift your energy, and finally become the version of yourself you've always seen in your vision. Remember, you're not waiting for your dream. Your dream is waiting for you to live like it's already here. Until next time, keep assuming, keep embodying, keep rising.